Hey guys, it's Jessie with JLV Creative, and today we are in our relaxed coastal Old Village project. I want to take you and show you around the space. This was a client that is a younger couple that wanted to grow their family in this home. So we were able to work with this family to make sure that we could create a really durable space that they could grow in together. So let's take a look at everything that we love. We're all about balanced, interesting spaces that can stand the test of time, and in order to create that winning combination, we find ways to bring common elements in throughout. For example, you'll see the white oak in the concealed fridge freezer cabinetry, as well as in the adjacent bar, which features white oak on the cabinets and on the wall paneling. The fireplace is stuccoed in the living room, and that same texture is brought into the kitchen hood. And then the arches are continued throughout each hall and in the living room to the kitchen transition. We also continued the window treatments and hardware from the dining room to the living room to further bridge the spaces. This is just some of the ways that we try to make sure that all of the transitions from room to room feel like you're living in the same house and there's some commonality. The color palette of the home is a lot of muted coastal tones and earthy grays, taupes, blushes, and blues. So we grounded the spaces with pops of dark elements like the dark upholstered ottoman in the living room, the dark sconces in the kitchen, with the dark down rods on the island pendants, and the dark canopy bed in the primary bedroom. The kitchen is one of my favorite rooms with the soft combination of white shaker cabinets and a more modern white oak paneled appliance zone. It's really fresh and feels very coastal. It sits right across from a beautiful pass-through bar space that is fully paneled in white oak. This moody transition is perfect going from the kitchen to the bright dining area. It's totally light-filled. We did use drapery and hardware to frame the space and kept the furnishings classic and simple to allow for the windows and lighting to command most of the attention. The living room is a workhorse. It's all about performance fabrics, recliners, swivel chairs, and kid-friendly pieces. It's also really easily modified over time with changes in pillows, slipcovers, and rugs. We love all the little details like the muted grass cloth and the chunky fireplace mantle. We're also obsessed with the basket lighting in the vaulted ceilings. While we were working on this project, our client found out that she was pregnant with a baby boy. So we got an opportunity to work on a nursery for him, and it was really fun. She was very open to what that would look like, and we decided to go with kind of a boho take on the space with little pops of masculine details and colors, but it's a really cool combination of things. I'm obsessed with the color on the ceiling in there and how that basket light looks against that green color. The client was very involved in that room specifically, and I love the way that it turned out. The pool house is another one of my favorite spaces, and it was one that was sort of left until the end of the project. So we wanted to obviously make sure that it was as special as the rest of the home, but we didn't want to go crazy with the budget. It is a place where it's going to be more of like a man cave for poker night, and also a place where whenever guests are in town, they can stay and have their own little retreat, basically. But we ended up using this amazing paint color. One of my favorites, I use it fairly often, called Hamburg Gray. And we did this cool thing where we did a tape line from a certain point down. They painted the walls this Hamburg Gray color, and then above that, everything's white. We continued that color onto the cabinetry. So when you're looking at the built-in bar, it looks really beautiful against that wall and that really clean tape line. We really love how it turned out. This playroom is one of the coolest rooms in the home. It is flooded with natural light. We did a really fun wood vaulted ceiling with this great modern white light fixture. We also incorporated a ton of storage for this family because, as anyone with kids knows, it is really important to have lots of storage. So this sectional, every single seat lifts up and there's storage within. It's fabulous. Welcome to the primary suite. This is such a cool space. It's really muted and serene. The color palette is, lots of lighter coastal colors, but also a lot of like taupes and beiges and just layered in for that comfy, cozy feel that we wanted to provide this young, busy couple with. These nightstands are some of my favorite pieces in this room. I love the color of this gray with this beautiful brass campaign style hardware. In this primary bathroom, the clients had already actually made a lot of decisions about the space. So it was our job to kind of make sure that we could round out the space perfectly for them. So that's when we looked into how we could mix metals in a really clever way to both save them money, but also to just create a more interesting, balanced space. So we did a lot with plumbing fixtures, bringing in really fabulous lighting, like that statement fixture over the tub. From the living room out onto the back porch, we decided to do a little outdoor dining space so that the family could enjoy their dinner inside or outside on any given night. The size of this lot allowed this couple to really achieve a lot of their goals with their outdoor living space in terms of all of the recreational components that they were able to include. So you have a putting green, there's also a really cool fire pit area, and then obviously the stunning pool. I also love the cabana, which is a great place for friends to come over, post up at the bar, watch the game with everybody. You can grill. There's even some lounge furniture that's modular that can be moved around and include some storage. It's a really functional, relaxed area, and it makes it to the point where you never really want to leave. Who needs to ever leave home when this is your backyard? This place is incredible. You don't know if you're in Charleston or if you're at some amazing resort in Miami. I'm so happy that you were able to come, have a look at this home with us. It's a really special project to us. The family's really incredible, and I hope that you come back and check out some more of our work soon. To see more of our work, follow us at JLV_creative on Instagram, or head on over to our website at www.jlvcreative.com.